Hello all and welcome back to another episode of Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. So, in the last episode, we managed to capture the town of Hubyar, right on the edge of the Southern Empire and Azerite border. It was quite an intense battle. There were 1,000 defenders compared to our, I think, about 600 of our men. We were severely outnumbered, and it showed during the combat phase of the assault. We lost a lot of good men. However, we have probably captured one of their most fortified towns, and in doing so have also eliminated one of their armies. Now, whilst we laid out the siege for Hubyar, our friends in Bannerlord's army managed to capture Sahel Castle as well. However, it is now just fallen under siege, so we're going to try and mount a counter-attack, and, we're going to try and keep Sahel Castle firmly in Imperial control. Don't know how easy that will be, so we're going to have to go ahead and see what we can do. Now, we suffered a lot of losses, and we even lost one of our companions, Mornid Breakskull, so we need to replace him. There has been somebody following us in the taverns who is of Azerite culture, however he's a medic, and I'm not sure if I want another medic, or if I need one. I'd rather have an engineer or a steward, but I guess beggars can't always be choosers, so I may just have to take him because of his culture, but we'll see. Anyway, we're going to jump straight into it. The goals for today are to protect Sahel Castle. We haven't decided who gains the fief of Hubyar yet, because we ended the video as soon as we sort of took it, so we haven't really done much. And we may even be able to sue for peace so that we can build up some of the territories we've captured. Also, my army is looking very weak and tired, so it would be nice to try and replenish some of the forces we've lost. And it would be also nice to try and recruit some, even if it's just one clan from the Azerite, to try and bolster our numbers. So, anyway, let's get on with it. It's time to get up and get to work. Now, I believe I got rid of my prisoners. I did, so we've got a Valandian. I thought it was Britannian. We've got Valandian following us. We've got a few issues, but obviously nobody at the moment controls Hubyar. It says Brigitte is the owner. That's just because she is the faction leader. I do have a lot of stuff I need to go through and clean out. I think we actually did gain a lot of very good equipment from that, but I'd rather just sell it and then buy some good equipment for my guys, which, to be fair, most of my men are pretty well equipped. I don't think I'm going to get a better spear until unless I make one, which is a bit of a shame, but that's fine. We're going to sell off these thingies. Some of the horses, we've got quite a few. They might be weighing us down a fraction. What we're going to do is we're going to get these chargers and the Darshi. There's actually a lot of war mounts there, so that should give us a lot of men to upgrade. Should be okay. We're at a 99 morale. Jesus, didn't even notice that. Maybe that's why my guys are fighting so damn hard. And I've not really been checking these banners, but I'm quite happy with what we've got. Increased troop movement speed, increased range weapon accuracy, like a wooden arrow. Yeah, we haven't really got any. Decreased taken melee damage. I lead the infantry. That's probably the better banner for them, even if it doesn't look as cool. Anyway, that's made 42,000 for us. We can quickly go outside and engage Ardwan's army, and then we're going to quickly move to Sahel. But I believe Bannerlord might have enough men to do it. But from memory, I think the army that came past us was a little bit bigger than his. Before we go and save it, let's make sure somebody actually owns it. Sikanis, we're going to abstain, keep my influence for when I need it. My health is also a little bit low, so I might just have to wait in the town for a split second just to get my health over 20%, so we're going to quickly do that. Right, we're over 20%. We also do have a fair few wounded. We still have 600 men though, so we're doing okay. A few raids going on. Obviously we had our first baby boy as well, which is very good. Now, come on. Bannerlord is at Sahel, so we're going to try and join him down there if we can. He might be in trouble. Pretty even at the moment. Might be able to force Ardwan to go and help him. We can continue now. I think he's won there. Let's try and chase off some of these raiders. Hopefully Bannerlord can catch that army, because he's a little bit too fast for me. Cohesion is dropping quite quickly. I might have to get rid of some weaker lords. Let's decide who owns this. I haven't got much, so that's good. First bit of territory that I don't have to look over in the Azerite into Azrai lands. By first bit of territory, I mean first town. So that's good that that's not under my control, because I am getting a little bit stretched. We lost 5 men, none of my own though, so that's fine. Nobody died. A couple of troops, a couple of prisoners. Looking good across the board. Right, let's try and save some of these other towns, villages, because the last thing we want is for Hubyar to be lost to rebels, and one of the things that's going to contribute to that is losing all these villages to raids. So let's try and help out as many as we can. We won't be able to catch any of these parties, but the least we can do is deter them from the villages. And he has 11 men, the cheeky bastard. Look at him. So where we are is quite a bit of a sticky spot. How's Razir doing? 20 loyalty, risk of rebellion. Losing 0.5 per day. Right, I'm going to pull back to Razir. I wonder, now would be a nice time to declare peace, but it has no support. Which is also fine. I mean, there's plenty more land that we can gain from this. Hubyar is under siege by Ardwan. Now we can destroy him because he shouldn't be able to run away here. And what we'll do, we'll assault the siege camp, we'll destroy this army, we'll head back to Razir, and then I'll let some of my lords go because they're costing me a bit too much in influence to maintain. We'll let them run along. How many men are there? 194 infantry. There are a few archers. Now I think our archers can do the most damage here. I think this is probably the garrison's forces. No, we don't want to injure them too much. Get the archers up here. Infantry behind. I have 325. Cavalry can go over there. How many archers they got? 49. Horse archers. Hold for the time being until we've weakened them a little bit. Or distracted them. Let's make sure these archers are getting in good positions. We should be able to kill most of this army without really having to engage them. Just by using our archers effectively. Guys, I did not just lose. Better not have been one of mine. Pushing forward, lads. Keep pushing forward. Let's move to about here. And we should be in range. It's about 100 meters away. Infantry move up here. Oh wow. Oh my god. I didn't mean to send my cavalry that far away. But that's fine, I guess. Come on, boys. Watch yourselves. Infantry, help the archers out for me. Let's line you up nice and close behind. Try and stop that cavalry. Right, horse archers, you can begin skirmishing. Now we shouldn't be letting any of their cavalry through. Should just be able to light them up from here. I believe I missed him. Right, boys, advance. Advance. Our allies are losing a lot of men. That is the garrison. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do to really help them out there. Horse archers, pull back for me. Let's keep you guys nice and safe if we can. Need to get some of this infantry leveled up. We've got a lot of recruits in here. A lot of recruits. Good mix between Imperial and Azrai. We need to get them upgraded. Horse archers are fine. Friendly infantry is fully immersed in there. Heavily shielded infantry. Quite well protected. Keep shooting though, boys. Infantry spread out. Prepare to charge. Cavalry charge. You're quite far away. Let's get you moving now. Infantry charge. Archers pull back. See, man, I get a bit too brave and go in there and immediately get hit by some guy on the edge. Horse archer skirmish. Here comes the cavalry to wipe them out. There we go. I don't think we lost too many. I think we held our men pretty well together there. Can't be too many left. Should be mopping up the last few. We might have lost a couple of archers, a couple of unshielded infantry in there. There was a bit of archer fire coming in. But mostly I think we should be alright. Gallon defeated. We lost 83 men. I lost 2 out my own. Militia spearmen. Oh, I lost that maceman. He got 5 kills. That maceman got 5 kills. Fair play. Holy crap. He did a good job. Jesus. Crossbowman got 24 with 1 wounded. Who was my other loss? Militia spearman, which I didn't realise I had any left. I've got militia archer as well. Get rid of them. Don't need them. I'm assuming the rest of our losses came from the garrison. Just want to double check, make sure that is the case. Because if it's not, then I clearly messed up a little bit. Yeah, the garrison pretty much got completely destroyed. Which is going to put them... Well, it's going to make them quite vulnerable. So we'll have to hang around Hubyar and try and protect it as much as we can. Which isn't a problem, necessarily. Quite like those mounted crossbowmen, they're quite cool. Lordly lamellar plate boots. I will have them. Rusty legionary cape. Looks awesome, but unfortunately it is worse. This stuff's actually really good. Well, we'll just take it all, and I'll do the normal. I'll just sell and then buy whatever's better. Anyway, let's get out of here. That's Ablitos. We didn't capture any lords, which was a shame. Now I need to head back and get rid of probably maybe 2 of the weakest lords out of here. I think would be the best. Got an upgrade down here for somebody, or for 2. Cat alert with a one-handed, good. You lead the... I believe she actually leads the horse archers. I suppose it doesn't matter too much. Bonus to shield size, I guess we'll go with that. And Alea's got 2 focus points and an attribute point. She's doing very well. Charms increased. 5 in influence, no, 30% more likely to have children, 10% to get 1 relation with a random notable, we'll go with that. And then attribute point, her social's doing very well. She is a party leader, so I feel like for her, intelligence is probably the better way to go, or endurance. Intelligence is at 5, cunning's at 4, that's got plenty of room to grow. Obviously, she can't have scouts, medics, and things in her party, so she does really need to focus on these skills. We'll go with cunning, and then we'll drop her a point in. Her leadership's okay. Stewardship's very good. Medicine could be better. One hand is good. Horse riding and athletics are both okay. We want to focus maybe on charm, and then we'll start boosting her vigor and endurance skills fairly soon. Boost cohesion one last time. I'm just going to make sure when we ditch our lords that we're doing so in a safe environment so they're not going to immediately get destroyed, which is why we're going back here. Plus I can sort out the loyalty a little bit because it is dropping quite a fair bit. I want to make sure that we're safe enough there. Baranor is still at Sahel. Hubyar has just fallen under siege again, which shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, now it's going up because I'm here, I guess. Thing is, if I put just any governor in there, the governor's culture will give it a -1, so I don't know if doing that is going to help us in any way. Owner's culture security is causing big issues, and the biggest issue for the security is the prosperity, and the prosperity is being brought down by loyalty. See how it's like a full cycle? This from market plus 0.3. Manage town. This is why we need better buildings and a good governor. Faster building production, that could be useful. Raise the meat. Alea, by far. I mean, Nathanios could be very good. He's got a lot of useful skills. +1 to town loyalty per day. Sorry, Nathanios. I'm going to leave you here for a little while. That should help out the loyalty, possibly. Although, no, okay, so the heroic leader and governor's culture are cancelling each other out. So that actually isn't the worst thing in the world, because he should be boosting other things too, like security. Construction, because of loyalty, so we're not actually producing anything. We need those fairgrounds. If we had that, we'd be alright. So I may have to just wait here for a couple of days just to see the loyalty go back over 20, so we can get a bit of construction. But I will let a few of these guys go. So Canis, you go recruit some men. Batir, you go and recruit some men. Eutropios, you go recruit some men. And Rathios, you stay with me because you're free. You can recruit whilst we wait here. And I guess Joron, you go get some men. We should still have enough. So they can hopefully go and recruit and do what they need to do. Hubyar is obviously under siege. I just want to make sure loyalty's just over 20 before I leave. We will try and save Hubyar. Should be able to do. Zorek has escaped from Razir. Right, now it's only costing me 8 influence, which is much more manageable. No recruits to pick up. That's probably because my guys are doing it as well. Let's get over there and try and save Hubyar before it's too late. It might just be a case of running backwards and forwards, but we need to make sure that Razir is safe. The defenders haven't lost any men yet, so they haven't got their siege camp up. We should have more than enough time. And they still haven't got their siege camp up. We should be fine. And we've also got an ally in the area. And I'm a little bit faster now as well, which is good. Right, let's attack these guys. Oh, crap. What happened there? Why did it... Did I read that wrong? I swear it said 700 was green. Or sorry, not green. That is the complete wrong colour. It was orange. And it was 100 yellow. Blue. Oh my god, why can I not get my colours right? I mean... Right, it said... I clicked too quickly. I didn't see what it said. But I just panicked because I saw a huge amount of orange and a tiny amount of blue. But judging by it, we should be absolutely fine. I'm not sure why that happened. Yeah, I need to get some kind of companion that's got good bowmanship or crossbowmanship. Yeah, we should annihilate them. I don't know, I think that was just... Maybe I was being really stupid. I don't know. So we have 700 men here, so... Maybe the garrison's wearing an orange coat of arms. Hang on a minute, what's going on here? Hang on a minute. What? Huh? Why am I fighting my own men? Those are Imperial troops. They're wearing our colours. What? I'm not... I am so confused. How has this happened? How am I fighting my own troops? No, don't fire. This is ridiculous. Those are my men. Those are the garrison's troops. Get out of here. Retreat. I'm not killing my own boys. This is insane. How has this happened? Now I've got some prick killing my guys. This is insane. What is going on? I mean, that is definitely... They're wearing purple. That's the garrison. That's why it was really confusing. That the orange was higher. And I thought I'd screwed myself over because they had reinforcements. But no, it turns out for some reason I've joined the enemy. Right, I want to make sure every troop's out of here. I don't know why you're all running backwards. Come on, lads. Get out of there. I can't believe this has happened. This is absolutely insane. So we may have just let them take the city, even though that should never have happened. That is very confusing. I will protect my men if I have to. No, we won the battle. That's not good. That's not what we wanted. At all. Yeah. hear you took Hubyar. What is happening? What is happening? I'm so confused. What the... What is going on? I've just captured 100. Oh, what is happening? I mean, I'll take them, I guess. But so the guy who was down here, who was going to help us, has just been destroyed. Man, what? That was the weirdest thing I've ever seen happen in this game. Somehow I just fought with the enemy. The garrison of the city has been destroyed because of that. That is honestly, that's the weirdest thing that has ever happened to me in this game. That makes no sense at all. In any way, shape or form, that makes no sense. We just fought alongside these guys and now we're going to kill them. I can't even see them. They must be miles away. Nope, they've just spawned in front of us. That was strange. That was very, very strange.
Soldiers! Get moving!
Can't quite explain that one. I have no idea what happened there. Why we just had to kill our own men. Help out the Azerai. Get over there and try and kill them. Right, archers, let's spread you out nicely over here. Let's start lighting them up. Infantry, you do the same, but behind. Nice and firm. Horse archers, if you go quite fast to the rear, catch up with them there. Where are those horse archers? There's one. They left to right. He's down. Okay, he slowed down a little bit. I thought he was going to speed up, but he didn't. Right, good job. That should be all the cavalry gone. All the horse archers, anyway. Keep firing. They're still out there, archers. Make sure the lines are doing all right. Some of our guys at the back here might not be able to shoot. Struggling a little bit. Shouldn't be too many archers. It's 32. Recruits are getting lit up a little bit, but they should be alright. Not getting very many kills. And we're getting a few more. Okay, we've got a few of them coming towards us. If they're going to come closer, that should make it easier for us to pick them off. We lost a militia spearman, that's fine by me. I do not care for them. 17 archers left. Cavalry's not quite on the move yet. They're only 60 metres away, they're getting quite close. 40 metres, we'll get everyone on a charge, pull the archers back. Charge, charge, archers to the rear. Go. Horse archers skirmish. Try and catch up a few of these pricks here. Here comes the cavalry. So they're a slightly stronger army than normal. I'm seeing a few Mamelukes pop up. Right there, I think we've pretty much wiped them out. The problem with having so much cavalry is when there's like only a handful of them left. They do all bunch together a little bit too much so that the the infantry can't actually kill the guys because there's too many horses in the way. Right, that'll do. Don't need to run every horse sod down. Nobody important died. We lost 45 men. That's quite high for what I was expecting, but it is alright. I lost 3 of my own, 2 legionaries and 1 infantry, so I do need to try and get a few more infantry back. We'll obviously take on those troops. In fact, I'll take them all because I can donate them, I think, to the garrison. If not, I'll just have to let them go. And if we donate them to the garrison here, then that should help them resist the siege for just a little bit longer. Let's just not have any desertion whilst I please, boys. Had it happened before, and it sucks. Oh, we're in Clan Tier 4. Excellent. In fact, that may have just been the battle that pushed us over the edge. So now we can field 187. So we actually are not that far over the limit. That's awesome. That's brilliant news. So we're only... Yeah, no, that's really good news. Should find it even easier. Okay, we may actually lose this town. Owner culture, found village issues. Yeah, I think they're going to rebel. We're not going to be able to hold this place. So, I mean, I'll donate who I can to the garrison, but I think actually probably one of the reasons it's going down so much is because there isn't a garrison. I want to get rid of any militia that I might have. Blazes I don't really care for, but I'll keep him. I'm getting a few Azerai troops in here. I don't particularly want. I swear I had a few more militia somewhere. I know one of you said about sorting my guys out, and I promise I will do it. I'll try and do it at the end of this episode. I'll have it all organised and put all the cavalry at the top, and then the infantry and archers, so they're all in their designated areas. Azerai tribesmen, I'll get rid of them, and then Azerai recruits, I'll get rid of them, and then I'm just under. Cool. That'll do it. We're going to lose this place anyway, for sure. We'll have to retake it from the rebels, but at least that means that Azerai won't control it. It's not necessarily the worst thing. Also, if the villagers do get raided, that's not going to help them out at all. Let's try and chase them off there. They've donated a few more men. If I'm in a place that isn't under my control, do I add? Yes, I do. I actually increase the security. But it's going down too much for us to even attempt to fix that loyalty. So I want to go back to Razir and focus on my one. Make sure we don't have two rebellions. If we're going to have one, I'd rather it be Hubyar. At least it's not under Azerai control, even if it's controlled by the rebels. And here these boys are. They're filling up their rosters. Our leadership's now at 208. That's pretty good news. Lovely stuff. Christiana's got an issue. Farim the Jackal. He's a gang though, so I don't need to help him. Right, we'll sit here for a little while because that's going to go up somewhat. We just need the loyalty just to be over 20 so that we can actually have a bit of construction. So, but with obviously the garrison and militia improving, and now prosperity improving as well because we have surplus food. Loyalty's going up by 1, and because security is also increasing, which will let the security increase a little bit more. Khuzaits have declared war on us right now. That should be exactly what we need to sue for peace with the Azerai. 36% support. Now I could put a proposal forward. It's going to cost me. It's only going to cost me 50, but then if I put 150 towards making it the correct one, because I think they're going to pay us tribute. It's not a lot, but we need to focus on the Khuzaits, and I think they've got a lot of our men prisoners. They've actually only got 2 of them. We've got a lot more of theirs prisoners. We've got a lot more of their men as prisoners. I'll propose it. I'm fighting against Rajaya, so I can't win. That's a shame. We don't want 2 wars at the same time. That's not good for us. That's not good for us at all. Especially as I need to bolster Razir. I don't need a rebellion here at all. I don't want a rebellion here. Right, we'll have to let it keep playing on. Rebels in Jalmaris. Now that wasn't ours, so that's fine. Hubyar is under siege. Problem is we've got Bannerlord's army down here, but we've got no armies where the Khuzaits are going to attack us. And they're going to attack us in the very north, which we're nowhere near. So that's not good news. Us and Folk. Loyalty is doing okay. It's still going up. Security's going up. Yeah, seems to be doing alright. Seems to be doing alright. We've got only 2 armies. I'm not sure what's happening with that. Or is it just because I can't see one? No, we only have 2 armies. So there's plenty of lords about, but for some reason they're just not. Unless it's because we need sort of like Sanion or Zaraklis to form those armies. Maybe I should let them go. I've got 500 men. I maybe don't need as many as that. probably let Satros go. And then he could possibly help form an army somewhere else. I don't want to abandon... I'm just going to let one more day pass for the security to go up. If they recapture Hubyar, it's not a problem, because I think... Roger's created an army. Okay, good. That's good news. She should hopefully keep the Khuzaits at bay. And then we can press on against the Azerai here. Security's dropping a little bit now, but that's alright. Loyalty is still going up. How long are we waiting for Fairgrounds? Completion, never. Okay, if I add 500, I'm still not getting any. Because of very low loyalty, but is it 25? Is 25 the benchmark? I thought it was just 20, maybe it's 25. Still producing no construction, which isn't good. Because once we've got those fairgrounds, I won't need to do this again. It'll be pretty much set on its own to just do its own thing. Increased by 3 with Zoanna, good news. Loyalty, 2 more days and we should be fine. We'll try and keep an eye on what's going on. Aranor's right in the enemy territory. I mean, I could try and take Jamea Castle. Take a little bit more land from them. I can't see what's happening up in the north. And Prelate is under siege. That's okay. That's not mine. So, as much as I don't want to lose it, not the worst thing if we do. Right, loyalty is good now. We'll let it go to 26 so we can get just a fraction of construction. It's going to take 65 days at 20 construction. If I add some gold, we can make that 52 days. Still not a lot, but because of low loyalty, we're losing 43 construction. But I can't sit here forever, so if I leave, is it going to go down? It is going to go down by 0.02. I think it's going to be alright for the time being. Let's go and help them at Sahel. And if I can get an Azerai cultured companion with either stewardship or engineering, we'll get him in there as a governor straight away. Try and keep an eye out. Let's go and destroy Hashan's army over here. Saying the engineers gaining skills in stewardship, that's good news. Assault the siege camp. Let's make sure we're fighting on the right side. We are. Let's attack them. Fighting over the desert dunes. Look at that. That is beautiful. Alright. Now we outnumber them. We should outstrengthen them as well. Forces are looking a fair bit stronger, you know, as I'm seeing a lot less recruits than we were earlier. Still a fair few on those back ranks, but looking alright. Now this is the garrison. I want to try and help them out, but if they're going to be stupid and charge, there's not much. Enemy has 200 infantry, 18 archers. That suggests to me that it's mostly recruits. This would give us really good ground if we were up here. Watch out for that. They're holding. Right, they're going to try and hide over the crescent of the dune. So let's get our guys over here, cavalry over here, horse archers to the hill up there. In fact, cavalry, you can just follow me for the time being. We can hopefully kill a few of these guys here. Definitely more of them. Where have they gone? A couple over there. Horse archers might be able to take them out. One more down there. My guy should get him, hopefully. Oh crap! Infantry, get back! Go, whoa, go back! Get out of it! Get away from those lines. Everybody charge! The enemy is way too close. I didn't realise that they were charging at us. Let's get in there and attack. Kill him! Kill him! Kill him! Yeah, mostly recruits, and we're engaging them now with infantry, so we should be alright. Archers, if you hold back, stay out of the melee for now. Let the infantry do their job. Let's get them leveled up too. They seem to be slaughtering them. No problem. With all the sand, I can hardly see who's who. I can only imagine just how difficult it would have been to fight in the sand. Good God. Running on sand alone, it's like just near enough impossible to do. I don't know, fight on it. Beautiful job, boys. Absolutely slaughtered them. Can't believe they've laid siege to a castle with recruits. It's definitely crucible by fire, isn't it? There we go. Lost 2 men. Cataphract and a Vigler. That's fine. Ashisha, you belong to Banu Arbas. Nukar is still... What's his clan name? Hulian. Okay, so that's the only one I've got to look out for. Banu Hulian. Banu Arbas, you can go. They have high relation with us, 42, so that's probably a clan we can recruit. Lathar, Banu Sarmal, you are free to go. Ashan, Habab, you are free to go, and that should boost our relations with them a little bit more. Take all the prisoners. Try and offload some of them at the nearest town. Can upgrade everyone. Beautiful. Over prisoners limit, that is fine. Right. Patris of the Legion of the Betrayed. Rebels in Hubyar have risen against their lord. We knew it was going to happen. This is why they should have gifted it to me, but they decided not to. Stupid mistake. Fakir. Razir's rebels. Razir? I'm pretty sure I'm the one who holds Razir. Or has Hubyar now got... Hubyar's rebels, do they have 2 factions? No, just one. That's strange. Wars. Hubyar's rebels. Yeah, they're the only faction in there. That's a completely separate faction then. But they're still patrolling the world. Right, we've got an upgrade over here. Let's have a look. My own riding. Cavalry tactics. Cavalry troops volunteering rate is increased by 30% in the towns your clan governs. Okay. Mounted troops have 50% reduced wages in governed settlements. That's also good. Prisoners in your party are 50% less likely to escape. Prisoners in governed towns are 50% less likely to escape. They're pretty good. So higher recruitment of cavalry and reduced wages by 50% or keeping our prisoners. I'm going to go with cavalry tactics. And we've also got a new skill in tactics, which is improviser. No morale penalty for disorganized state in battles. Sally out or when being attacked. Lose 25% fewer man when breaking into and breaking out from a settlement under siege. That could be very, very useful. Decreases the duration of disorganized state after breaking sieges and raids by 15%. You can escape from battles by leaving 50% of their soldiers behind. Okay, they're both pretty good. We'll go with improviser because I am known to try and break into places to help them defend. Ifar has got a new scout skill. Good. If your party has more than 50% cavalry, you gain a 10% sight range bonus. Increase the party size by 5. Just 5. When fighting against bandit parties, you have 5+ morale. Your party has a 10% advantage in simulated battles against bandits. Okay. I don't think that's going to... She's not a party leader, so that's going to help me. I guess if we have more cavalry, but is that going to happen? Probably not. I don't think we're ever going to struggle against fighting bandits, so I guess we'll go mounted scouts. And she has a new focus point, so we'll put that into scouts. Cool. Right. Well, there's no point in sieging that just yet. I think we need to focus on recruiting anyone. It's not going to be gifted to me, which means we're just going to have the same issue again. That's losing slightly more. We do really need to get fairgrounds built in Razir. Like I said, once that's done, it becomes completely autonomous. We just won't need to do anything there. Rajaya has got quite a few men, but she looks a bit injured. So she's either in the siege or she's being attacked. Neither of which is good. Security's going up, and that should be boosting. It is boosting loyalty, so the more security we have, the better the loyalty will be. Prosperity is increasing too. Obviously, if we could increase loyalty more, we'd be getting more construction, which would be nice too. 49 days. I mean, what's more important is we just gradually boost this up, because if we've got plus 0.5, we should be over 25 loyalty permanently. We just need to get that finished, really. But anyway, it is the time of the episode, and it is time to say goodbye. So, I think we've been fairly successful, and also not. we've lost Hubyar once again, which is a bit of a shame. However, it doesn't belong to the Aserai anymore, it belongs to the rebels, and we should be able to take them on. We're getting closer and closer to peace with the Aserai because the war is dragging on. We are now at war with the Khuzaits, who have captured Amprella, so we do need to try and counterattack against them, or we may just have to accept that we're going to lose a bit of land for a while. Now, for things to really change, I think there's going to be a lot of backwards and forwards. For things to really change, we need to recruit some new clans. And there's that one clan of the Aserai that's got 45 relationship with us. I think I'm going to try and single them out where I can and try and recruit them. I think it's easier to do it when you're in war with them. I've found anyway. So it might just be worth attempting that, hopefully. We'll have to keep an eye out for them either way, and I think if I'm in an army, it might be a bit more difficult. And if they're in an army, obviously, that'll be very difficult. But hopefully we can single them out, have a little conversation with them, and if we can recruit even just one clan from the Aserai, then it means that any lands we then capture in the future from them, we can give to them, and they can then rule them efficiently, compared with us who can't because we're not of that culture. And then it also means that we've got more men to deal with the Khuzaits and Aserai. And what we really want is to be an empire the size of 2, so we've got enough clans to handle 2 different empires at the same time, which we'll hopefully get to. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Keep your feedback coming, by the way. I've really enjoyed all your comments, and you've given me a lot of useful tips and hints, so keep those coming, please. And I shall catch you in the next one. As always, as well, if you're new to the channel, please make sure you do just subscribe. But yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one, and goodbye.